What is up, everyone? This is John. What I'm going to be doing here is I've already raced this race. I'm going to do kind of a commentary thing over this race, kind of giving you my like third person, but first person view. A little weird about it. So I'm trying to record and talk at the same time, just because I want to focus in these races, and I think just because of doing that, it does hurt my ability to basically focus on the race, and I'd rather have just do the racing and then put a voiceover after the fact. So I qualified P12 in this race, I believe, as I'm looking at the time remaining. And we'll get going here. Yep, started P12. And here at Charlotte, it's gonna be a long race, 150 laps. Like our Coca-Cola 600 sort of, in the truck series for OCRP iRacing League, and we'll get going here.
Line up behind the 5. Maybe line it up behind the 22. Line up behind the 36.
As we get going here, one person here. I was trying to sneak it to the outside here. I was trying to be sneaky about it. Not really, but get as I key up right there, saying I told him that, you know, I know you love the outside, but I think you're in the inside. And he finally kind of drifted over. Alrighty, so 150 laps here at Charlotte. My mindset going into this race was to save tires. Save. Because the more I saved, the better I was going to be at the end of the run. So here we go, 150 laps at Charlotte Speedway. Green flag, we are racing. Little check up at the beginning of the race there. Usually happens. So from the get-go, I was gonna let these guys go. If all wanted to pass me, let them. I wasn't gonna try to push early. Just let the truck come to me. Let everything happen. You know, basically let the truck do its job. Turn. When it wants to turn, I'll let it turn. I'm not going to force it. The more you force a vehicle to try to turn, the worse it's going to get. It's just the more it's going to tell you no. So, or if it felt like, hey, I felt going this speed and I wanted to turn. Okay. The better you do that, the better you're going to save the tires. Alright, on lap 2, coming to lap number 3 already. Oh, we almost got a wreck. Peter sideways. We got 2, 3 trucks sideways. 26. I'll save it. Right there, I was about to have Code Brown really fast. So, Cyrus just kind of said, hey, heck with it. I'm going to blow it through that incident. I mean, we were all straightened up, but... And then he decided to just not make the turn and... Oh, right into the back of the... was in 26.
Yes, I do.
Now, unfortunately here, which was weird, was that I didn't get a meatball, but my wheel was knocked out of line. So I knew for a fact that at least I had some damage, but it wasn't a meatball. So I was kind of like, I didn't know if I should just take the fast pair right away and hope I just don't get any wreck rest of the race, or and just hope for that, or don't take it and just take whatever damage time it takes. But I wasn't sure I was going to fix all of it. So I was like, you know, back and forth, kind of figuring that out. All the way back through here, trying to figure this, just should I, shouldn't I? At the end, I did decide to take the fast repair because I feel like it was better off. As you can see, I did not take tires. It's like, no, it's not wasting up tires early. I didn't even push that hard to begin with anyways. So, might as well go ahead and just take the fast repair. Fill up and fuel. I was kind of even contemplating about taking fuel too. It's like, try to stay in the same strategy these guys are. I was like, you know what? No, let's gas off. Maybe, and realizing that it was like 44 laps. I'll take fuel because it was a 150 lap race, and you can only get 47 laps of fuel. You would have at least make 3 stops. But if I fill up here, I could go longer and make it a 2-stop race here. So this caution actually inherently helped me for the later of the race. So filling up fuel right here. Again, not worried about losing track position. That was not my goal there. As you can tell, it showed I only had 99%, like only wear 1% of the tires.
Do we have lane choice or no? Yep.
So as we get ready for green flag racing, I will get to that section. Alright, so we're back, ready to go green flag racing. As we get to the Geico restart zone. And the leader's off, and we're going back to green.
The leader just did a 35.93 outside, 28.702.
So once again, even though I didn't run that much to begin with, I'm going to just stay, not stay in the back, but save tires, and push when I feel like it's ready to go. Now the guys on the outside, they felt like, okay, using the outside lane would be the better, as the 22 of Reno gets shot out of a cannon. Guzzy hit him and bounced off in the 22 and went flying through the infield. Thankfully that's turf now, that's what I say. But he saves that. Now here I am. I'm trying to still save tire. The guys on the outside were trying, as I was trying to say, is use the outside to save tire. They felt like that was a better option to save tire by running the top.
Nope, never racing again.
As the 21 goes by, which I was I'm happy to let him go. Wasn't caring about trying to hold him up. He wanted to burn his tires up, let him. I was gonna do my strategy through and through. That's one thing I always had a problem with any race I do for OCRP. I think of a strategy. Now, look, it's very clear. Some things do change. Yes, cautions come out and change the strategy up. But every time I do that, I change my strategy and I end up being worse than I was prior if I just kept with my strategy. Through thick and thin, I was going to stick with the strategy. Save tire, go as long as I could on fuel, pit, try doing 2-stop strategy to get a good finish. And so that's exactly what I was going to do. Hell and hot water, I was going to do whatever I could to stay with that strategy. So right now, just kind of waiting to let the fuel burn down, and I'll make some passes here late in this run. Coming to lap 15, Rick Evans is trying to get inside of me. I was going to let him go, but he seemed like he was doing the same thing, but I don't know if he Felt like he needed to go sooner than I was trying to go, but he could try to get to the inside. And problem is, as I'm saying, I'm hurting my tires while running out top. I have to keep the momentum up. I don't want to just slow down too much. But he finally backed off again, and I was able to just kind of clear him and once again ride for a little bit. On lap 17, trying to battle with Ewing here. Now, I was trying to clear him. I will say this: I was listening to his broadcast or his interview, and I wasn't pushing the vehicle here. I was just letting it be. That's why it felt like it took forever to get past him. I just didn't want to push the truck. Trying to push your vehicle to pass someone is going to hurt your tires. Plain and simple. So I just kept doing the thing, and then just hopefully eventually he gives up. Like, hey, he's tired of running side by side. That's kind of what I was hoping for, and eventually his tires getting up there, he'd get tight because he'd get too tight off the turn. It took a while, as we were still side by side on coming to lap number 19.
31.392. The lead just did a 31.
And finally, going into turn number 1, I was able to pass Ewing there for 12th. Now, if you look closely at the mirror in the next couple of laps, how fast I pull away from these guys. Because I did the strategy at hand. I did what I was supposed to do. Get in here, save the tires what I was supposed to. As these guys are falling off because they're pushing twice as hard and running the top, I was able to run the bottom, be able to be nice and easy. Now, it didn't come out without challenges. As right here, I actually was kind of talking to myself that I'm faster than these guys, but there's always going to be dirty air, and so it's hard. So as Austin comes back in front of my nose a little bit, it does take away the air. He tries to make it 3 wide there. It looked from my view he was trying to make it 3 wide there, unless he didn't know I was down there. I get into again, and then I don't know what goes. He just parked it right there, and thankfully we didn't cause a wreck there. As we get to 2, 3, and 4 again, I'm trying to I'm kind of in a box here. Austin's not as fast enough for me, but Guzzi's is also not fast enough, so I'm like, okay, I just need to get past, and finally I got cleared, and that's all I needed. So finally I got past him, going for Guzzi for 10th. I waited to the last thing to pull out so he did not have a chance to come back down the track. I let the trucks take a sit, went to play the throttle game. He let off, I was able to get past, and took the 10th position. So in 23 laps, I'm up to P number 10. As these guys are diving in there, I'm taking it nice and easy, trying to save the tires still, but keep moving up because these guys have burned off their stuff as I'm still trying to save. I'm saving still, but making passes because their tires are already giving up. So right now, on lap 23 of 150, catching Alex Reno in front of me. Coming to lap number 25, I'm lap 20, number 5, and already caught in about 3 laps. Alex, I'm trying to get past him. These passes aren't easy, and I don't expect them to be. But I knew that these guys were going to be pushing pretty hard through the turns, and they're going to be tighter. I mean, if I had pushed that hard, I wouldn't have been able to get underneath them like I did. I would have washed up so many times because of being so tight at the turn. Just letting the truck do its job. Whenever it felt like turning, it turned. I made it turn. I never forced it. Alex let me go there. I appreciated that. As always, I always do appreciate when they don't try to fight going into the turn. Because it can upset a vehicle when you're side by side going into a turn. The guy on the inside washes up, hits the dude. You don't mean to do that, but it's just the air wash that comes off from your his truck and yours. It just compounds it all.
Car 86 has taken the lead.
Right here, I just now trying to run down David, and on lap 27. Going to lap number 32, I have caught David here.
32.0.
As I'm about to get past him, as he's just tight. You can tell he's just being tighter than usual. But right now, just waiting to get past him. Gonna take it easy and try to do what I can. I got a little tight there. Again, the air wash, the air push in these trucks are they're severe. Even if I'm outside the so-called wake of the truck, it does, for some reason in iRacing, it does feel a little bit different. As right there, I was trying to get a lot lower, caught the apron, got loose. Put myself there. You big dummy, stop touching the apron. But I was just trying to get out of that wake as much as possible. Even if he was running the top, there's still some kind of like air wash that happens. So I just got a little too aggressive. Got a good run, but it wasn't quite sure if I was going to make a move here. But he stayed to the top, so I knew I could get to the bottom. Pick that throttle up.
Still out there.
Wasn't quite past, all clear from that. And made the pass, coming to lap 35. Now I'm trying to run down Mitchell here for P number 7. And one that I would call one of the faster guys in this league, Kyle Cleveland, he was in 6th. And Cyrus Essery was also in 5th. I mean, I'm like, I'm catching these guys. You know, this is kind of insane how good I'm doing here. Right now, we're close. We're about 15. I was about roughly 20 laps away from pitting. Close to it. Everybody else is about 15 laps away or so. Maybe a little less. As I'm getting closer and closer to Mitchell. On lap 39, coming to 40 here. Through 3 and 4. Able to catch Mitchell here. Just trying to
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is
able to get into 3 and 4. He ran really high into turn 3.
outside. Still there outside.
Trying to
Clear outside. Outside.
still trying to get past him. It was going to be a difficult pass to try to get as he's running the top.
Clear high. Outside. Clear.
I got that arrow wash a little bit. I got tight. He got tight, so that's why I was able to stay side by side
Still there.
off the turn, the back straightaway.
Still out there.
Trying to get an angle into 3, which I was able to do. Got back to the throttle sooner than he could, and I was able to take P number 7 from him on coming to lap number 40. Up next is Kyle Cleveland, and then Chris, and then some guys are already starting to, I think, pit, as we are not quite yet. Not everyone's starting to pit quite yet. I was a pass for 4th up there. But now my next person to catch was Kyle Cleveland in the number 6. But pit stops are getting close. So I'll kind of go through that pit cycle sequence with you guys. Here, actually, I think some Austin Johnson just pitted. I think he was trying to do a different strategy there. He was automatically going for 3, no matter what. My pit strategy was to do two pits up as I look there. I have 15 laps left of fuel. Whenever I pitted because of that caution. And here comes Kyle Cleveland in for his pit stop. So now the pit cycle is going to begin here. It's going to be a very long stretched out one from lap 42 to I think from lap 55-ish, I want to say. So It's going to be a very long pit cycle, kind of very drawn out here. Right now, no one else coming in quite yet, as far as I remember.
25 fitting.
Okay, you're going to hear a lot of people talk when they pit, so it kind of gives you, helps you who's coming in. Leonard came in as well.
32.479. Really nice work, man. Really nice work.
So right now up to P5 because of pit cycles happening right now. Now my goal still here is to still save tire, to be consistent, and if I could catch some of these guys and still pass them, even if they're going to pit, it helps my positions easier. And also guys behind me like Mitchell, like Alex, these guys, if I can pull away from these guys, it helps me with the pit sequence for me. Right now, no one else not coming in yet. Still just waiting on. Holy crap! Sorry. Still waiting on the front leaders to still come in. Got some guys in the back pitting.
You both caught me too quickly there.
32.4.
Because he's a character. Just as much as a fool.
Oh, because you just scared me. .26 fitting in.
So 26, McGuzzy pitting. Still waiting on the whole pit cycle to really come in. I believe I pit on lap 52 or 53. I don't exactly remember what lap it was.
The leader just did a 32.219. 32.279.
As I get to lap number 50.
Thing. Yes, sir.
Basically, we're coming about a quarter way through this race already. Roughly. So just checking on my field, see where that guy was. Because he had to do a pass through or something. Bookman comes in as well. And right now I'm still in P5, not gaining on those guys really too much, not losing too much. Letting Leonard go by because he has fresher tires. Always try to be common courtesy to guys who have fresh tires. Next up is Kyle Cleveland, who's on fresh tires as well.
Lap traffic up here. 32.495. Working the bottom. Clear.
You boys have fun. That's the end of me.
Oh, Guzzi is retired from the race. Still have 5 more laps to go. But I knew I didn't want to go all the way to the end per se. I just needed to get into the field windows to make it to the next one. That's what I wanted to do. So Jason Lance just pitted as well, as he disconnects from the server.
Good smart driving there, my man. Very good job. Keep
So up to P4 because of Lance coming in, but I believe I pit right now. I believe, or maybe it's next lap. I'm not remembering. I'm pitting right now. So on lap 53, coming to lap 54, I'm gonna come in and get 4 tires and fuel. And that will give me to the next pit stop, which should be over lap 100.
Here we come. About 10 away. 5 away. Add sure mark. Now, turn in, turn in. Leave it on me.
You don't see the guy's pit just because I don't have him on. But 51. So the first lap, first run was 51.69. You know what? That is okay. Your first wear and anything is a little more because you're trying to find the pace. Now, knowing what my pace was, I'd say, all right, let me back down a little bit more. If I knew my pace was just a little bit strong, I'll back it down a little bit more. Still be able to maintain speed, but back it down a little bit. That's how you learn how to stay tired to the best of your ability. Is always go run about 80%, and then check your tire wear. And if your tire wear is a little bit too more aggressive, back down more. As Austin Johnson gets by, again, I was going to let him go. I wasn't going to even worry about trying to catch him and pass him again. I knew he was going to be on lower tires than me, but I was still going to just kind of take a set, save some tire again for the late run. This had a green flag feel to it. I didn't feel like we were going to get another caution, and besides the first one early. So I didn't really feel like there was going to be much of a chance to worry about cautions and just save tire. I think after a while I do pass him because Mitchell was catching me. And he was a little bit slower.
Still outside. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 4.6.
After that, I kind of let them two battle out and just say, all right, let me show my pace that I need to show, and if they want to pass me again, then let them. But wasn't gonna go ham, as I say. So up to P. 11. Some guys are still going through the pit cycle. Oh God, these two.
First time for everything.
31.3.
So up to P10 and basically cruise from here. As the pit cycle is still going on, but everything was just sorted out here in the next lap or two. All right, on lap 71 here, catching David here after he has burned up his stuff. Trying to pass him for P number 7 once again. My goal for this race was just to finish in the top 10. Had some dismal races. I had 2 good races back to back. Then last week I had a bad race and it just didn't go well there. I wanted to have a solid race. That's why I didn't decide to record or live stream this race at the same time. Like I recorded it, but I didn't talk. I wanted to focus up on trying to have a good finish. So P7 right now. Still not quite yet near any pit cycle yet. Some may be starting here in the next still about 5 or 6 laps, but we'll see from that. But as of right now, I'm up to P7 on lap 73. All right, so on lap number 80, already got trucks pitting in for their next pit cycle. Now this should be my last one if I did it calculated right. This would be my second and last pit stop. So I see 23 more laps. I would put it at roughly 103 or so, 102 to 103. So I should have enough fuel to make it to the finish.
32.
With the P6 for now as the pit cycle continues. All right, as I've decided to come in for my pit stop. On lap 102 coming to 103. With that 1 lap margin of error they give you in iRacing, that was going to give me enough fuel to make it to the end from here. The leader came in as well. Four tires and fuel here. And it gives me lap 49 estimated fuel. So it was going to make me, with plus the 1, I would have had, I would have been good. So out to P5, I was going to lose a little bit, but again, pit cycle for me was not done. Still more people behind me and in front of me were going to pit. So I was going to lose some positions, but I would be moving back forward here pretty soon. All right, on lap number 140, coming around for 10 laps to go. In P number 5, after all the pit cycle had begun, definitely was excited. Now, a few things to talk about. The 67, I guess, had some issues and fell back, so that's what gave me one more position. So. Kyle Cleveland, he went for a 3 pit stop strategy, hoping to just basically run people down. As I'm looking for my fuel, I have 11 laps to go. I'm on 10 laps to go. Playing enough fuel, basically need 1 lap. Gonna make it. So
yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it's gonna be all right. Instead of get it rolling again.
That's all I needed to do at this point in time was to get
P14 and P15 both pay the same, I think.
Get enough fuel and still do the same thing. I was gonna save tire. I got a little washed up there trying to pass the 4 truck of Robert Beater.
Can't tell yet. Looks clear, clear, clear. 32.4.
But besides that, basically house cleaning is just to maintain what I had. Don't try to make unnecessary passes on lap vehicles unless I had a clear shot to pass them. And after that was just to take it home from there. Of course, at this time, I was kind of hoping for a caution. I was P5 saying, heck, maybe I have a shot to actually win this thing if I had a caution, get fresh tires, equal tires, and just go balls to the walls and see what happened. But if, it didn't happen, I was going to be happy to finish P5 after having a dismal 2 weeks on, did good 2 weeks, then a dismal week after that. I definitely needed to have a refresher to build my confidence. I know I'm good at doing this, just needed it a little bit better at certain runs. Of course, I love Charlotte Racetrack. It's an awesome facility, and when it comes to the racing and this track, it's it's what they call a cookie cutter mile and a half in some cases. It's really a true good race to be a part of an iRacing. So we're on lap 144. That is 7 laps to go to the finish. Already coming to the white flag. As you can see, Kyle is 7 seconds behind me, but with his strategy, it was not going to work. Playing field had 2 laps to the good. So white flag, 1 more lap to go at Charlotte. Just taking it easy. As you can see the fireworks on the back going off already because the leader had already taken the white flag. That's how close to back he was for me. He's already taken the checkered. But through 3 and 4, P5, I will take it. Absolutely a great run in the OCRP iRacing League. Woo! It was a long one, but got it done to finish P5 and help in the point standings as well. That was really, really good to do that.
Good effort, bro. Good effort.
Alrighty, so here's the finishing results of the race in OCRP iRacing League. Kyle Carpenter wins the race. Chris Essery finished 2nd. Jason Last 3rd. Nick Gould 4th. I finished 5th. Kyle Cleveland 6th. Andrew Ewing in 7th. Mitchell Calvin in 8th. Alex Reno in 9th, David in 10th, Rick Evans 11th, Clayton Cyrus 12th, Leonard in 13th, Tony Wilson in 14th, Robert Bearder in 15th, Austin Johnson 16th. Gage finished in 17th, and Zachary Guzman in 18th, and he disconnected. So basically 3 DNFs in that race. We only had 7 trucks on the lead lap, but definitely was fun. And if you look at my average lap time, okay, so it's collective lap time over the period of a run. My average lap time speed was 33.668. If you look at all of them, the only fastest guys, okay, this is the average lap time. If you look at the pace and everyone else, okay, obviously, look at them. It's the top 4, right? Or faster. Of course they would be, right? There's faster. So if you look at mine, my pace was very, very good. To finish 5th, you have to have a good pace. So I was only about 10th off in the top 4. Very good pace. Very, very good pace. So glad that kind of happened. And but yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more of this kind of style. Again, probably that's the only way I'm going to record it rest of the season if we do it, just because I want to concentrate and get good finishes, and trying to talk at the same time while racing, it just doesn't work for me. So this is probably not when I'm going to do it, but obviously let me know if you want to see this or not. And also subscribe for more of OCRP iRacing content as it comes out. I think we have about 5 more races, 6 more, 5, somewhere around there in this season. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope to see you in the next one.